Imagine you have the power to fly. Pretty awesome, right? Imagine you have the power to levitate or crush something the size of a Winnebago. Equally awesome! Now, here's the catch. Having the power means you are bonded irreversibly to a smart-ass, sociopathic alien life form. Not so awesome. So what do you do with all that power? The way I figured it, I had one of two options. Option number one, use it to commit crime. Or, option number two, use it to fight crime. My name is Gabe Garrison, and I chose option number two. The jerk that just punched me through a 15-story apartment window chose option number one. It's not the most elegant of landings. My ass shatters the window, my legs take out a good portion of the windowsill, and my entire body skids across some old lady's living room. The momentum carries me through her bathroom wall and into the toilet. Ouch. I stand. I'm a little sore, but that's okay. My force field activated in time. It kept me safe then, and it's keeping me safe now from the toilet shower I'm getting. It might be clean water, but why take a chance? I don't want to take a chance on slipping either, so I hover out of the bathroom. I ball my hands into fists as I float out, hoping it looks cool. But I have to shake loose some toilet paper wrapped around my ankle, which totally ruins the moment. The old lady screams. She backs over the arm of her ugly green recliner, legs flailing. Whoa, whoa, lady, look, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I land and try easing her back up. Huge mistake. She screams, kicks me with her fuzzy blue slippers, and backs away on her elbows. Did I mention I look pretty crazy to most people? When I'm powered up, you see two glowing blue lights where my eyes should be. As for the rest, you see a body-shaped window into space. Literally. If it's broad daylight and the Big Dipper is behind me, you can see it by standing in front. If the moon is even on the other side of the world below, you can see it by looking down on me. If the sun is on one side and you're on the other, look away, or you'll see spots for a while. Like, maybe the rest of your life. I think it's a pretty cool look, but most people find it terrifying. It's also why I chose my superhero name, Galaxy. The old lady's screams are freaking me out. I'm sure people can hear it across the entire city of Prose. Calm down, lady. I know I look weird, but I'm not going to give you cancer or anything. Oh, well done, Gabe. The voice inside my head says. It's that alien I was talking about earlier. What if she already has cancer? You've just reminded the poor woman of her approaching demise. Not to mention how humiliating it will be. She'll probably spend the last of her days in a medicated stupor, dying slowly in a puddle of her own. Shut up! I tell it. The old lady thinks I'm yelling at her. She goes from screaming to kind of whimpering. It wasn't my intention, and it's sad to see, but at least I can think straight. It's back, the voice says. I turn around. The 8-foot-tall cyborg that punched me hovers outside the hole vaguely shaped like my ass. Most of its body is a shiny black metal wrapped in hoses and blinking green lights. Its head is the only way I can tell it's a cyborg and not some sort of full-fledged robot. It looks like an elongated human skull, minus a jaw. A plume of green smoke rises from its mouth and forehead, and flames shoot out of its boot jets. Its purple cape blocks a little of the morning sun. Okay, fella, I don't know what I did to you, but... It garbles something at me in a voice that sounds like a vacuum cleaner going over a bunch of thumbtacks. It points to me all menacingly and then crosses its arms. What are you... I don't understand what you're saying! It looks surprised, and then hits some buttons on its wrist. This time, the voice sounds something like a drowning Klingon. I was wrong earlier. This guy isn't your average supervillain. Try again. Something from the planet Earth? The cyborg rolls the 2 dots that pass for eyes and then hits a few more buttons on its wrist. It looks back at me and I think it starts speaking German. Almost. What else do you have? It hits a few more buttons and then says in a digitized voice,
For the love of all that is sacred, human, this setting had better work. I'd just as soon pummel you as to make another attempt at communication.
I give him a thumbs up. That did it. Then I fly over and I knock the crap out of him. He flips head over tail a few times before righting himself with those boot thrusters. Who the hell do you think you are, cyborg guy? I'm just flying along, minding my own business, and you just jacked me right upside the head? I'm annoyed, but I'd be lying if I said a small part of me didn't enjoy this. When I'm Galaxy, I'm more direct, more confident. I'm basically the guy I wish I were in my real life. The cyborg crosses his arms again.
I am the scourge of all that is human. I am fear incarnate. I am the terror that haunts you both in your dreams and in the depths of your very soul. I am Deathbot!
I laughed so hard it hurts. The average citizen of Prose is no stranger to superhuman slugfests. The town has a really high superhuman-to-human ratio, one of the highest in the world, I think. Still, that doesn't stop people from running to the windows of every office building in sight and looking at us. I'm still too new at this for them to know my name, but I guess it's obvious who the hero is. A few of them give me fist pumps. Others just stare and continue drinking coffee.
You dare laugh at me?
Oh, I dare. Deathbot. I air quote his name. It would be most unwise to agitate him, Gabe. The power emanating from this being is massive. He is quite capable of doing considerable damage to you and, more importantly, me. Metal plates spiral away from Deathbot's left forearm and combine to form a barrel over his fist. The tip of the barrel glows green.
It shall be your last mistake.